Welcome to the Course Creators Podcast with course design expert Jenny Rice. Whether you're an experienced creator or just starting out, this podcast helps build courses that resonate, transform, and make an impact. Each episode, we'll explore strategies and tips to help you create engaging, successful courses. Let's dive in.
Hi, this is Jenny Rice from Course Creators Podcast. I'm so very excited about our guest today. We have Jennifer Sobel from, you want to explain more about your belly dance solution?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Yes, I created the Belly Dance Solution and Feminine Fire, which is a platform for every woman to learn belly dance.
That's great. Tell me more about the courses you offer, because I was reading about it and it's got quite an impact on women and you've got a lot of traction. So tell me more about the course and how it came about.
Yeah, for sure. So I actually began my professional career as an acupuncturist. I got my master's in Chinese medicine. So I come from a background in alternative health and wellness. So I did that for a while, but the thing that I've actually done the longest for 20 plus years is I've been a professional belly dance instructor and performer. And I used to live in Oakland, California. And I was teaching a belly dance class at Gold's Gym. And one of my regular students came up to me after class and she had a huge smile on her face and she was super excited. And she said, I have something to tell you. And I was like, what? And she said, well, since I've been belly dancing, I don't have bladder leaking anymore. And I was like, wow, fantastic. And then I forgot about it until about 2 or 3 years later. I had launched my digital marketing business and I was finally at a place where I wanted to create my own courses from my biggest passion, which was belly dancing. And I was at the gym and I saw a commercial for a bladder leaking drug. And in that moment, I made the connection between my student coming up to me after class years before and that commercial. And I thought, I wonder if there's a market for this, because I knew that it had worked for her. And I thought, well, maybe it would work for other women as well. And then once I started researching this problem, I was shocked to discover that it's actually one of the biggest problems that women will have in their lifetime. And, I've seen different statistics. Some say, 1 out of 3 women, some it says, up to 40% of women will have this problem in their life. So I did some more research on it and I found that they actually had done research on belly dancing for strengthening the pelvic floor for bladder leaking. And it was a small research study, but it appeared in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science, which is a reputable medical journal. And I thought, wow, okay, well, this makes a lot of sense, because even though the history of belly dancing is somewhat controversial in terms of where did it actually begin. But a lot of women believe that the dance actually began as a dance to prepare women for childbirth and help them to recover. And so I just started piecing all of that together. I started analyzing the movements in belly dance that I thought were most powerful for strengthening the pelvic floor. And I created my Belly Dance Solution program, focusing on these movements, but also just having fun belly dancing, because, if you're just having fun belly dancing, you're going to strengthen your pelvic floor. So that program was my first signature program, and I've had, probably over 30,000 women join that. That program appeared in Women's World magazine twice, and I was in First for Women magazine last year. And then I just continued to create more programs for women, not necessarily focused on pelvic floor, but just women who wanted to learn belly dancing. I created a teacher certification program, but just kind of tying in with my background, my passion is that belly dance isn't just a dance. It's a dance that is a healing modality, and not just to pelvic floor, but I think it helps women to feel more confident, to feel more comfortable in their own skin, to connect with their, you could say, feminine energy, or even just your deepest essence. So I am focused more on the healing and the fun aspects to it. And I'm just trying to get the message out there to women that there is a potential solution for this issue that doesn't involve surgery or medications or weird devices or boring Kegel exercises, to just explore and see if it might work for them.
That's such a great story on how it happened and the impact you're having now too, because you said, and I know because I experienced it too as an older woman, that and it really impacts your daily life too. It's not something that happens once a year kind of thing. Uh,
Right.
so, and it's wonderful because you're helping them solve a problem, but they're also getting present in their body. They're doing something fun. They're obviously getting more physical, exercise.
Right.
As you said, they're tuning into their body. Like there's so many more dimensions and impact and benefits of this. So
100%. Yeah.
yeah,
And I mean, in my programs, I I focus less on the technique and more just enjoying moving your body and being in the present moment, because it's not about doing it right. It's about enjoying movement again, because I think that now it's all about working out and exercising, when really what it comes down to is moving your body in a way that feels enjoyable to you.
you're right. Well said. Well said. Exactly that. And it's something you can do on your own. It's not like you need to have a gym or you need to have weights or you need to do something. Um, and
Right.
and you're tuned into your body because you're trying to move your body in a certain way that feels good. And then the added benefits. What a great
Exactly.
offer. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm
thank
gonna
you.
try it out myself. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's helped so many women. Yeah, I mean, when I hear stories of uh, like the women, my students that were in the Women's World article, there was one woman, she had had incontinence for 23 years or something. She didn't even pick up her grandchildren because she was worried about leaking. And within 3 to 4 weeks of being consistent with um, the program, it completely went away.
That's
And
amazing.
she had to do very little even to maintain it, because I followed up with her years after, and how is it now? And it pretty much just from that initial work helped her. So I know the potential is there. And of course, nothing works for everybody, but I don't know of any potential solution that doesn't have any negative side effects. I mean, the worst thing that happens is you get a good workout and you strengthen your core and you have some joy in your day.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. So when you were putting your course together, did you have any challenges you had to overcome in doing that? If you could share with our listeners, that
Yeah.
would be great.
Yeah. Um, well, I think the biggest challenge for me overall, whether it was back when I launched it or even present time, is getting it out there to people. I mean, even if I created a course that uh, was the elixir of life, I would still have to market it so that people knew about it. So it's keeping up with the ever changing landscape of marketing and different platforms so that you can get your message out there. Constantly having to pivot, be flexible, and be innovative and creative. So I think that that's always the biggest challenge, is marketing and exposure and awareness and getting it out there to people.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because you could have a great content, but if people don't find it, then what's the impact? But it
Yeah.
sounds like you've done amazing because you've gotten articles, you've done different things. And there's so many benefits from your offer. It's not just pointed in one direction. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I guess speaking to the challenges again is, I mean, I think part of what we have to do as course creators in selling our products is also addressing the maybe limiting beliefs or myths that people have about our product. With belly dance, that's very much true. Women may have an idea in their mind as to why belly dance is not for them, whether it has to do with their age, their shape, their coordination level, all those things. So we always have to be keeping that in mind when we're out there promoting our products is what are the limiting beliefs that people might have that would keep them from trying it.
Yeah. And that's great that you anticipate that so you can address that, in your explaining that. But what's great about your offer is that you're solving a problem and there's additional benefits to it.
Right.
So it's, and it's convenient, it's free, right? Unless you want to get the bells or some of the things to do that. So it's flexible. You can do it anywhere at any time, all those kinds of things too, right?
Yeah. And you don't need a lot of space either. And, a lot of women, they don't want to work out in front of other people, whether they're doing belly dancing or just going to the gym. There's something that feels comforting about just being in your own home and not feeling like people are watching you or even having to drive or deal with traffic or parking and all of that stuff.
Or going through snow like I am now. So
right. I'm not even in a cold place and it's cold enough for me. I don't even want to leave my house.
Yeah. So interesting. Okay. It's been great insight. So as we end the podcast, do you have any tips for other course creators?
Yeah. Well, a couple tips. One, and this is something that I've gotten better at throughout the years and I still work on, is don't aim for perfect before you get something out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can always create better iterations over time, just as someone would do with a book where you have different editions. Just get it out there. Don't aim for perfection. Don't be self-critical. And the other tip that I have is to have one main solution or transformation for each course that you have. Don't try to do too many things or have too many outcomes. Have your course deliver one main result and transformation that will help you in creating it and also help your students get the most out of your course.
That really makes really good sense, right? So the clarity is there and that people really understand it. So good, really good tips and insights.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope it's helpful to your listeners.
Yeah, no, it's great. I can't wait to hear your 40,000 students go up to 100,000 students.
Thank you. I look forward to that as well. And I hope to help more women all over the world to feel more empowered in their body.
That's so great. It's been so great having you as a guest, Jennifer. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, very exciting to have you. So this is Jenny Rice with Jennifer Sobel with the Belly Dance Solution. Thank you again for being a guest.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thanks for listening to the Course Creators Podcast. For more insights and to connect with a community of creators, join our Course Creator channel on The Great Discovery. We offer both free and premium memberships. Check the link below. Until next time, keep creating, inspiring, and transforming lives.